Available on Spotify.
This is INCRadio, DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
From the Pacific to Atlantic, anytime and wherever you are, join us.
You are watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio.
Watching, listening, and streaming on INCRadio. INCRadio Canada. Join us. Join us, join us, join us. INCRadio Canada. Join us.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to wherever you may be tuning in from. We are now broadcasting live from Calgary, Canada. You are now tuning in to INCRadio Canada, changing lives through God's words. INCRadio, changer la vie avec les mots de Dieu. I am one of your hosts of our program. To our viewers and listeners, feel free to join in our conversation and show some love and appreciation to your friends by giving them a shout out in the comment section. Now, just to start with, my name is Sister Hazel Buneg. I am from the local congregation of Westmount District of Calgary, Canada. Right now, it's relatively warm, but we're in the country of Canada, so the temperature is different all throughout Canada. I know it's really cold in the east, but let's move on to different guests that we will have in our program. Let's head west to Sister Eliza. To the province of BC. How is it over there?
Hi, Ate Hazel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm Sister Eliza Mayasa from the local of East Vancouver. Here po, Ate Hazel, sa Vancouver is currently 11 degrees. And we are on a cloudy conditions with a little bit of rain. At least there's no snow, so that's a good thing, I guess.
No, that's a great thing. So warm over there. I just compare it to wherever's in Toronto. I know they're experiencing negative temperatures over there. So just stay warm, everyone. Now we'll move on to Kuya JC. We'll go back to the District of Calgary.
Yes, we also don't have snow, Ate Eliza. At least I'm just telling you, we don't have snow right now. We've been really warm, I say. But yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone watching, listening, and streaming INCRadio Canada. This is Brother JC Paul from the District of Calgary, Canada. And join us for an hour of kwentuhan, kulitan, and of course, usapan on the topic. Back to you, Ate Isel.
Okay, thank you so much, Kuya JC. And now we'll go on to Manitoba. Sister LJ, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sister LJ Palmeno, all the way here from the heart of Canada, here in the District of Manitoba. And of course, weather-wise, I will stand true to Winnipeg being always Winterpeg. So right now it's actually snowing all over our city, and my dad actually just sent me a photo because they're driving over to our group worship service, Arberg, which is about an hour away, and it was blowing snow out in the highway today. So I can definitely say all over Manitoba it is snowy. It is currently -20 here, so it's been a rough polar vortex here in Manitoba. We've had -30 to -40 degrees weather lately. So there was one day we were colder than Mars. So if you've never been to Mars, just come to Winnipeg. Back to you, Ate Hazel.
Thank you so much, Sister LJ. Still keeping the smile, even though it is like polar temperature. I don't know how you do it, but stay warm, brethren, everyone. Hope everything is well over there. And now we will have one of our guests of our program, Sister Ina. If you could kindly introduce yourselves, your name, local congregation, duty, and anything else you would like to share, of course.
Hello po. Hello. I'm Sister Ina Manzano from the local congregation of Spruce Meadows. I'm from the District of Calgary, Canada. Some of my duties include a teacher in the Children's Worship Service. I'm a choir member. I'm an officer in the LOS department, and I'm also a writer/interviewer in the district multimedia.
Thank you so much, Sister Ina. And yes, she's a very talented writer. So I like to consult her for different media projects that we have in our district. So you'll be hearing more from her throughout our discussion today. So before we move on to our main discussion, which is about purposeful progress, we will go on to our icebreaker. So if I can kindly get Kuya Tech, if you can have the slides to show on the screen. Okay, I think we are. Are we on tile mode? It'd be great if we were, just to make it a little bit easier in terms of for our viewers and listeners to be able to see, our reactions and have our little discussion. Okay, so that's great. Okay, so in this section, our participants will hold up number 1 or 2 to indicate their choices to a series of questions. So the theme of this is goal setting. I just want to get that ball rolling before we have our discussion. So slide number 1, workout before work. This is if you work out, or after work. And what is our answer? 2. Before work or after work? Oh,
After work.
So we have morning people. Okay. Okay, it's a mix. Do you work out, first of all, Sister Eliza, before we go to the second one, of course? Now, you chose number 1, right? Before work?
Yes, yes.
Are you an early morning riser?
Yeah, trying to be early morning because usually my performance in the church is morning, so I try to sleep early. The only way I can have a good sleep is to really work out first thing in the morning, so I'm good
Wow.
of the day. But it's not gonna be like every day you're motivated, right? Sometimes I'm dragging myself to the gym.
Now, would it be going to the gym or just going for a walk outside that you
I usually go to the gym, yeah.
Oh wow. So you actually, get up, even getting up just to go work out before going out for anything. That's incredible. Who else said number 1? I think. Really? Ina? You wake up early? I thought you're a late night person.
I'm both a late night person and an early person.
Where is
So
the
it's
sleep?
a little bit of a mix. I sleep whenever I find time.
Okay, that's what it is for a university student. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna go for 1 or 2 people each discussion question. We'll move on to number 2. Okay. So this is save or spend money. Okay. I'm gonna go for 1 for this year. Oh wow, we're 1 and 2. Okay. Okay, I like that. That's good. All right. Let's go with Sister LJ. What did you choose?
I said save money.
Oh, okay. We're saving money.
I said
know
1,
you were.
right? Yeah, I did say 1.
Okay, save money.
You know what? As much as I love spending money, but I feel like the last year or so I've been a little bit more financially responsible. I would
And
say I think so. I like to think so. So You would know, Ate Hazel. I always ask my finance questions to you.
Yes, I'm very glad. I'm actually in the financial profession, so I'm very proud of her. Any kind of questions that she likes to shoot out at me about credit cards or anything, I just love to just answer because that's what I like to. That's what I do for a living. Just so other, in case other one or people do not know. Mine is also, I'll share mine. So I like to, although I do like to spend, my priority at this point, or this year at least, is more to save money, just to kind of control my spending habits and just to budget myself a little bit better. So, um, okay, so we'll go on to, I think we'll go on for number 3, vacation or staycation. Okay, we'll go with one. Okay, looks like most people are number 1. Okay, Queen JC's not choosing anything though. He's number 1 also. Why
Yes,
do you want to go on vacation? I know you went to Los Angeles recently, right, Kuya?
I know, but well, having kids, they all say vacation because they don't want to stay in the house already. It's hard. And again, I think everyone wants to go out, enjoy new places. So there we are. Probably on our when get a little bit older, probably I'll choose staycation. But right now, on during the time frame of my life, I'm on the vacation mode still. So yes, we want to go on vacation.
Okay, that's good. I know like the kids like to go out. I know eventually they want to go to Japan because yeah, definitely a trip. Who else there? Who wants to answer? Sister Ina, let's go. You chose vacation?
I did. I did choose vacation.
Do we have any
Um,
plans?
that's a good question. My friends and I were planning to go on a trip sometime this year,
Oh,
so it's
that's
still
exciting.
in the process, but yeah, we are planning to head out of the city.
Okay, always a fun time with friends and especially just coordinating everything. It's a lot of communication involved, but making sure everyone's happy, right? So getting that done before the actual trip is it kind of smooths out the process. I know me and LJ will eventually get there once we head to an expected concert in October, but we'll see. But yeah, so
But I have Ate Hazel to plan that. So
yes, so just so we're aware, I'm a very big vacation trip planner as well. So, um, yeah, so that's me. My choice is number 1. So I take vacation when I can, but not as much because I'm trying to save money, right? So that's just one thing. Okay, let's go on with number 4. What was that? Okay, we have road trip or flight. What? Oh, what's number 3?
what's number 3?
Both.
Both.
What's number 3, Kuya?
No, for both. My answer is for both. I have a good explanation for that.
Okay, I want to hear this.
So for both, because there are places, wow, there are places that really is nice to do a road trip, especially for those places like connecting nice places, like landmarks that are connected. And of course, if you are 5, you need to consider doing road trip because the cost will add up if you are going to take flights. But then again, there are also nice places to take on flights, especially to another country, save up and take flights because it makes sense to fly than to do road trip. So you
Mhm.
answer because like it varies on the time of the year and on the time of and on the age of those people you will be taking. Like it is nice to have road trip if you know the kids could able to survive the number of hours sitting. But
Oh,
it's
that's a
also
good.
nice to do a flight if you know that they are old enough to behave on an airplane. So that's my answer.
Oh, very well thought out. I didn't consider that, especially if you have kids. You kind of have to consider, I
Ye-
guess, their tolerance and patience for being in the car for that long. I know as a kid
Yeah,
I took a lot of road trips, but I just fell asleep, so that was fine for me.
I know.
I,
But
I agree with I agree with Kuya JC because we're also a family of five.
mhm.
So definitely cost wise, flights are it can get expensive.
I know. But there's also pros and cons of that. Like with a
Mm-hmm.
road trip, like longer time with your kids and family, like you enjoy the moment with them. You have multiple stops. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
sinasabi ko, if there's multiple things that you could able to stop along the way, then do it. Do a road trip, stop along the way, enjoy the food and everything. But then again, on flights, of course, those one direct flight, those are different scenarios too. So yeah, pros and cons.
Okay. I'll ask this because it's very interesting. How about Sister Ina? I know you took a road trip with your family not too long ago. Was it over the summer?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I did go on a road trip this summer. Um, sorry, what was the question?
I guess like how was your experience? I know like of course it's not children we're talking about. These are people older and it's also family. How was that for you?
Um, I guess the road trip in itself was it was all right. Our parents put my brother and I at the very back because we did have family that came to Canada to visit.
Hmm.
So we wanted to give them the comfort seats. And the issue being in the back is it's super cramped because all of our stuff is in the back and
Oh,
yeah. And the
yes.
tires are there, so then I couldn't move. So then majority of the time my neck was crooked. So then I was waking up with stiff neck most of the time.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah. So road trip, of course, we have to think about comfort, safety, cost. So, yeah, that's to do with road trips. I kind of like to take them over to the mountains. Like, luckily here in Calgary, we're not that far from, let's say, Banff and all these beautiful national parks, right? So I know in British Columbia, there's so many places to just visit and just go to. I like making my trips there as well. So yeah. What was your choice? Mr. Liza.
Oh, I enjoy driving, so I definitely like choose the road trip. I just like to
Road trip.
listen to the music or podcast or audiobook. It's just I find it very relaxing. But of course, if I want to visit country that I really miss, like Philippines, of course I have to choose flights.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that much budget and you just wanna enjoy going out somewhere out of the cities, then road trip would be a good option.
Have you tried taking a road trip with three kids shouting at each other, fighting at the back?
Oh yeah, because just lately we went to Seattle. Like shouting, but these kids like they want to get something right now, right away, in the middle of the road, like they're screaming in the highway. Just have to
I,
relax.
c- I can
Yeah.
relate. You know what? Since my two siblings were 10 years apart in age, so I was always put in the middle seat because I have to separate them the entire road trip. So I have no choice. I don't get, to lay down on the door because I have to
LJ,
separate
LJ,
them.
LJ, I
Yes.
talked to one of your siblings. They told me that you're the one starting the fight.
Kuya, hindi ha. Grabe.
Just joking.
Sometimes.
All right, so we'll just go back to our icebreaker. I think we're going over time, but that's okay. I think we still have one more question there. I think one or two. So this one would be, of course, I have to do something with food. So dine in or takeout. Okay. Okay, I think again he's dine in or takeout. Okay, clear JC, why?
Again, it depends on the mood of the kids. If my youngest is cranky and feels a little bit sleepy, I will do takeout. Yes, I will do takeout or take it in the house. If he is okay, I will rather have it dine in. But then again, there is a scenario that when we do takeout, our car is so dirty that you could peel up a whole box of French fries from the floor and put everything there and fill it up. So that's how dirty our car is. So I'm
A
not.
snack for later, Kuya. They're
I
saving.
know, but then again, like we have three kids throwing French fries to each other and everything. It's not a good thing, but then again, that's how they are. So yeah, it depends on the mood of the kids. I would prefer to have it dine in, so I don't need to clean up after. I just clean there, then put everything on the trash, then done. But then again, if the youngest is so cranky and sleepy, he will make it hard for you to eat outside. There is a saying, to be honest. It's like the last time I asked my wife a couple of weeks ago, to be honest, it's like I asked her, when was the last time we were able to eat, dine in on a restaurant, and we have peace? I can't remember when. So yeah, that's my take. It depends on the kids.
True, but how about having those date nights where you just leave the kids at home you, with their Lola, and then you can just go for the two of you, right?
But
It's
yeah, when
hard.
I go visit, I'll take care of your 3 kids.
I'm so proud of my youngest because he almost broke a TV.
I thought he
Okay.
did though.
No, he cracked some parts of it. He's still working.
Oh, he's still working on it.
Yes.
No.
So
That's
some
like my brother. He didn't think twice. He just grabbed the remote and just threw it.
so that's why I'm telling it to you. It's like, do you still want to take care of the kids? 3 kids?
Hmm.
But yeah,
Is there
again,
such thing as like a screen protector? Because I know like your other, I think it was Jacob,
second-
right? He was the one that
he broke one. He broke one. He completely broke one. That's the third one. He's making it to be the second one to break it to the family. So yeah. But again, it really depends. I would like to have a date night or something like that. Just the two of you eat outside. But then again, us knowing each other, we always think of like, oh, what the kids are doing. We went for a concert, the both of us. We went on a quick concert, and like halfway of the concert, like we're thinking, it's like, what are the kids doing? I'm just looking at the cameras and everything. So I was like,
oh no.
so that's probably is like we are still not there to be able to enjoy our time, just the two of us, because our kids are still young.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
So
it.
siguro that's why it's okay, all good. There's a perfect time.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so it's a good conversation in terms of food, but it's always a good time whether you're dining in or taking out to eat and get to know other people. So like to bond over food. And then our very last in terms of our icebreaker, Kuya Tech, coffee or tea?
Mm.
One. Oh wow, it might be 0. Really? Kuya?
Don't like caffeine, Kuya.
Clearly not. Okay. Well, I'll go first because I think I'm the lone one out. Okay, I like my well, I wouldn't say coffee per se unless it's like for work. But I do like my caffeinated drinks. Tea is more for relaxing at the end of the day, but so I would go for coffee. That's why.
Are you
Um,
one of those people who can't function without a cup of coffee first? Or not quite?
yeah, I would say so because like
Like-
there are times that I've tried to like withdraw, but
Mm.
there's some actual consequences of doing so. So yeah, I would say that it is something that I have to regularly drink in order to function
So
properly.
you need that every morning to kickstart your morning. Would that
I would say so, yeah. On the weekdays, I like to kind of punish myself, so that's like black coffee for real. So more of a punishment.
That's mapait.
But it's healthier. You're actually getting the benefits of the coffee instead of a sugar rush.
Hmm.
It's so bitter.
It's bitter.
Di ba? Bitter siya pag ano. It's a
Yeah.
Well,
pure black.
as a treat, I put some sweetener or what do we
Like
call
a-
it?
Like
Creamer.
a vanilla
Oh.
syrup or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Does
Yeah.
matcha yeah, that counts as a tea, so I chose tea.
Yeah. True, matcha. Yeah. Well, matcha's good. I like that every once in a while. So that's
Yeah.
good. Okay, so that concludes our icebreaker. I know we can go on and on with terms of discussion because obviously coffee and tea and eating out is, or even flying, right, is something that we can just go on and on about. But just to go on to our discussion, so feel free, of course, if there are those still tuning in, please feel free to join in our discussion. I'll try to be a little bit more interactive there. About our topic for our broadcast is called Purposeful Progress. So, in our icebreaker today, we discussed aspects of fitness, financial, vacation, and wellness goals. As we go forward in our new year, it is good to keep these goals in our mind so we can move forward with intention. Purposeful progress means aligning our actions and values so that every step contributes meaningfully to where you want to be. Now, now that we're in our discussion there, let me ask, and in terms of our guests and our host today, I'll go on to Sister Ina first. What does purposeful progress mean to you? If you can kindly again introduce yourselves and your CFO organization as well before answering.
Hi again. I'm Sister Ina Manzano from the local congregation of Spruce Meadows, District of Calgary, Canada, and I am from the Kadiwa organization. For me, purposeful progress, purposeful progress is setting up goals for yourself to achieve what you really want as your end goal, whether it be like for work, career-wise, or even just for personal. It's just goals that you set that eventually lead up to that goal.
Okay, that's great. And do you have any goals that you have you would like to share with us?
Um, a lot of my goals involve spending. Um, one of them is definitely taking a trip somewhere. I really like to travel, like as we did in the icebreaker. I do like prefer to travel through plane rather than cars. So that will definitely build up on the spending portion of it. So my goal is definitely to save money.
Okay.
What about you, Sister Hazel?
Yes, in terms of goals, yeah, those are very good ones, especially when you're planning for vacation. Of course, we all like to take a little bit of a break, especially when we're working a little bit too hard. So just yeah, definitely those vacations have that kind of destination in mind and kind of break it down. But we'll go on with that later on as we talk about different strategies. So vacation would be mine. Lately, I know this is a big thing that I've kind of been promoting on social media as well. Concerts or a lot of the artists that I grew up listening to are actually having concerts on tour. So I'm like kind of excited about that. Now that my priorities are not to travel to certain areas around the world, with certain things. Um, so with that being said, I yeah, kind of limiting to entertainment to where I'm currently at and nearby, right? So those are my goals, as well as a lot of things, or some people don't know this. I actually took the leap to go back to school this year, so uh, so that's just one thing. So just to kind of career go on my career progress as well as my as schooling. I just feel that it's been 10 years since I was actually in an educational institution, post secondary. So I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to take the chance to upgrade, it should be now. If especially if if I do have an opportunity to pivot. Right now, I'm in the financial field. If I want to get into, let's say, owning a business myself one day, right? So the program that I'm going into is called entrepreneurial management, and so if I ever want to own something in the future, then it is that opportunity to learn more, right? So that's one of my major things that I'm aiming at and going into this year. And even though it's a little bit scary, I knew I kind of had to take the steps to upgrade. So yeah, so that's just one thing that I felt like sharing, which is a big thing for me. And
Ano pa?
yeah,
What more? What more, Ate Hazel?
what more? There's so many.
Aside from the career, opportunities, those things, what more pa you're looking forward for, this year?
Well, I mean, the discussion is not just all about me. I'm just the host here, but we can move on to somebody else. Let's go on to Sister LJ. What are some of the goals that you have for this year?
One of my goals this year. Um, so it's hard when you want to travel but also go back to school at the same time. So you can only choose one or the other. But otherwise, yeah, for me, it's definitely being able to be more financially stable. Just because, school is not very cheap otherwise as well, and also traveling is not very cheap otherwise. So yeah, so that's one of my goals, is to be able to save more money, and and work more hard in the job that I have, and hopefully, to be able to expand my career once I go back to school. So one of my goals is to eventually become a dentist. So aspiring, but yeah. I know it's gonna be a long way to go, but otherwise, I'm having fun in the process trying to figure it all out. So yeah.
Okay, that's great. And what do you think purposeful progress means to you in terms of relation to your goals?
To me, it's more of consistency, right? You can't just rush into things, because then you don't create consistency, you don't create quality, right? And we have to have quality goals in order to also be able to fulfill them long term, right? You can have small goals that you do daily, but this year, or just the past year, I think I was able to kind of more think about long-term goals more than I did before. Because before, I'm already in my chosen career, so sometimes there are times where I would think, oh, I can just stop there, but but I want to do more, right? So we want to be consistent, and again, produce more quality goals so that we can have them more long term. So yeah, that's my take on it at the Hazel.
That's great. Okay, so this is also to do with dentistry and her field of study. I know she likes to share with me that on a personal note. So that's great. Sister Eliza, yeah, what are some of your goals that you have, at least for this year, and maybe for short or long term?
Yeah, I have so many goals this year, but one thing I want to work on myself for sure is discipline so I could achieve that goal. I'm working on, like you, Hazel, I'm also working on going to school. So doing just one more prerequisite. It's been a while. I keep on putting it off and focus on working. But anyway, because sometimes you have bills to pay. So but yeah, hopefully this year I will I will start doing that course. And then when it comes to financial, I want to be really save and invest for sure, to just in case in an emergency I have something, like also in the future, because I don't want to be all the time working. And thinking about having a business, because you can when you have your own business, you can manage it, like you're not really into working full time. For sure, for the first 2 years you have to work all and give all your effort. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. But of course, I don't want to forget to take care of myself, because I have so many goals. I have to be make sure like I'm physically and spiritually strong. That's Patty. So
No, that's a great answer. So kudos to you, of course, for continuously learning. Of course, that's life. No matter if you're just finished, let's say university. I thought I would be, done back then. But with what's going on in the workforce, and especially another very interesting topic that comes up a lot in uh, on the news, as well as my working life, is artificial intelligence and the role of AI. So it's changing the entire field of, I would say, multiple fields, right? So in that, there's always that need to progress and upgrade. Now, that's just I know one of the challenges and setbacks that I see, which is why that it's causing me to kind of upgrade for the future. Um, what are some of the setbacks that you foresee for your goals, Sister Ina?
For me, well, one of my goals is to save money, obviously, so I can travel. But one of my biggest setbacks is I'm still at school, so I can't get a full-time job and I can't save as much money as I should. And I do have like other responsibilities to take care of, such as my duties at church, so I can't spend 100% of my time just working. So a lot of my setbacks is due to the fact that we only have 24 hours in a day.
I
Yeah.
agree, Athena. I feel the same way. You can only do so much in 24 hours, and even in a week, or even in a given, couple days, you can only do so much with your time. And I feel the same way with, that's also my set of setbacks is, I want to go back to school, but I also have bills to pay, right? So that's why when I was trialing to go back to university last winter, that was one of my biggest step back was that I was still working during the day. So I would go to work 8 to 3, and then my class would start at 4, or sorry, 4:15. So I would only have that little time to be able to kind of switch work mode to school mode. It's hard because at the end of the day you're already tired, right? You just want to go home, and the fact that you're using that extra brain power after work was a big setback for me. So I think that's also going to be another setback that I'll have a challenge with this coming September if I do end up going back to school, is definitely having to have that work life balance and also school life balance, because life doesn't just revolve around working or going back to school, but also our church duties, like what you said, right, Athena? So I love every aspect that I do in my life. So it's definitely hard to pour one energy into uh to a lot of things that you love. So yeah, you just have to have balance, I think. So
Yeah, so in terms of balance and everything, so I definitely like that whole concept, because there are things that, so many things that involve in that our life involves, or we're involved in, right? Whether it
mm-hmm.
be school, whether it be work, our family, our friends, obligations as well, but most especially our duties here at church. I mean, we are here on INC Radio because we've been graced with the opportunity to be able to guest and host with you, because uh, our duty and responsibility within INC Radio, and I or and what the church administration has blessed us with, right? So that being said, it is something that is essential in our lives now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now, why is it important that we have and set these goals, Sister Eliza? We'll go on with our last question.
I think for me, it's really important because, it's not only because you want to earn money, it's because you want to grow, right? When you're growing, learning, you feel happy. And you can also, when you grow old, you can look back like, oh, I did this one and I'm so proud of myself, right? And rather than having this feeling of regret, doing or pursuing the things that you love will actually is a fulfillment for yourself. And yeah, just like what you guys mentioned earlier, like of course, like regardless of our goals in life, our main happiness is our church duties.
Very well said. I think
I
Sister
love that
LJ
you
wants to
said.
expand on that.
I love how she mentioned that do like you want to do it now, because that's also one of the goals I have for this year. Actually, is I want to do a lot of things now, because in the future, you're only gonna get busier and busier. I turned 25 this month, January, and I was like, I've done so many things in the last 10 years that I never thought I could do. And I never thought I was like, oh, I'm here 25 years. Like, oh, bye. And I've had a lot of challenges in my life and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's always fun to tick off things off of your bucket list, and also my long term goals, right? So I love that you said that, Ate, because we can't just keep putting things off. I think you can always say, oh yeah, we'll try again next year, and then the next year comes and you're like, oh, it's okay, we'll try again next year. But then now it's getting further and further, right? And you want to enjoy life now, right? And I would always say, travel now before it gets busier, because even when you're working, it definitely gets busier. And when you're in school, when you have your break, take a break. because you need that for yourself. Take care of yourself that way.
Yeah, you don't want to be too harsh to yourself too, right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And it's more manageable when you take things slower than faster, right? Like what I said earlier, consistency, even though, and don't compare yourself to the pacing of other people, right? If you feel like you're someone who's, me, like I'm 25, a lot of people my age, or a lot of my friends actually, are already married, having kids, and here I am still at home. But that's fine, right? And I don't have to go that pace, or I don't have to go that route yet, right? I still have goals that you want to fulfill, so you don't have to copy everybody else's pace,
Yeah.
you know.
You don't want to compare yourself to your achievement is
Mhm.
different from other people's achievements, right?
Exactly.
Otherwise,
So,
it's gonna snatch your happiness too. And you're gonna
tama
feel
ate, tama.
Nagkasundo kayong dalawa.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. Before we get ahead of ourselves, yeah, I'm really loving this discussion and very proud of Sister LJ over here because knowing that she's 25 now, we still call her baby LJ. Me and Rod the cat here. So just hearing her talk, just the way she is, just from where she started from and up until now, it definitely makes us Atis and Kuyas proud and everything. So
And I
yeah,
love
so I
I
know
love that I grew up here on
Not a
INC.
baby anymore.
not a
Not a
baby
baby
anymore.
anymore.
Now she's
Exactly.
giving advice, right, Sister Ina?
Yes, but very good advice.
All right. So as we end our discussion here, of course, we want to our come back to Christian value takeaway, and then afterwards we'll go on to a verse of the week. So we may have our own plans for this year, and we can take steps to achieve them. But ultimately, whatever our Almighty God has planned for us will happen. Let us remain motivated and inspired to follow and obey His commands and His plans for us. And that being said, we do have a verse of the week that we hope that everyone here, as well as our viewers and listeners, will benefit from. So, Kuya Tech, if you can kindly play that.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brother Matt Carl Talents. We all want to live a balanced, comfortable, and peaceful life. But sometimes we cannot even look too far ahead into the future because of all the struggles that's in front of us. When problems pile up and it feels like nothing is going our way, have you ever considered turning to God? Sad to say, there are those who, when they become so desperate, they try to drown their problems with alcohol or prohibited drugs, and some to turn to unlawful acts or even try to end their own life. Friends, we cannot expect a perfect life in an imperfect world. However, it's not hopeless at all. Instead of feeling hopeless or giving up, turn to the Almighty God. Why Him? This is what the Bible teaches here in our verse of the week in Job 22:21 up to 23. Give in to God. Come to terms with Him, and everything will turn out just fine. Let Him tell you what to do. Take His words to heart, come back to God Almighty, and He'll rebuild your life. You see, God is not just Almighty, He is also true to His word. So, dear friends, we invite you to join us in our Bible studies and worship services here in the Church of Christ and allow God to tell you what to do. Give in to Him, and He will rebuild your life. We hope you have gained inspiration from this verse of the week. And if there's someone you know who would benefit from hearing this message, please share this short video with them. Stay strong, stay safe, and God bless.
Okay, thank you for tuning in to our verse of the week, brother Matt, right, brother Matt Talons. And now we'll take a short station break, and we'll be back with our YouTube comments. Please stay tuned.
You are listening to Iglesia Ni Cristo Radio, the voice of truth.
Your Spotify playlist just got more exciting and inspiring because the INC Original Music is now on Spotify. Search up INC Original Music and discover songs about our faith and love, songs for our family and friends, songs full of hope, songs that keep us going. Add them all up to your favorite Spotify playlist. You can explore uplifting INC Original Music in a variety of styles and genres. Share your INC Original Music playlist to your friends. It's now even easier to share our faith and much easier to uplift ourselves and others through Christian music. INC Original Music, now available on Spotify.
Okay, and we are back. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we're back to INC Radio Canada. Now we'll read some YouTube comments. Sister LJ, would you like to kick us off?
Yes. So we had a few comments that came to our YouTube live chat. So we have Sister Clara that said, "Hi po, Ate Ina." And Sister Cyrix said, "Hello po mga kapatid." And Sister Daft also said, "Hello po from Calgary. Love seeing our Calgary radio team." And they were also answering in the live chat there at the Hazel with regards to our icebreaker from earlier. And also, Brother Jacon also said hi earlier in the show. So, hello, Brother Jacon. And Brother Mario Oka also said, "Good morning here in the Philippines and enjoy watching here on INC Radio Canada Satellite Studio. Greetings from the locale of Bringstonville, District of Caloocan North." And Brother Ernie said, "Happy viewing po." And I think this is Sister Camry, like Sister Cam, right? At the Hazel, I believe. She also
Sister
said hello.
Cameron.
Yeah, she also said hello there in the live chat. And I think this is your mom, Kalusila. She also said hello po to all tune in. Greetings from the locale of Westmount, District of Calgary. Happy viewing.
Hi, Mom.
And yeah, hi, Tita. Otherwise, that is it for our YouTube comments there. And Sister Cam was also just answering back to our live chat as well there. So thank you everyone there in the live chat for also tuning in and responding to our questions there because we love hearing them from you. And if you also have questions for us, also we love answering those on air as well. There you go. That's it for our YouTube comments at the Hazel.
Thank you so much, Sister LJ. And thank you for all our listeners and viewers that are tuning in from both in the District of Calgary and all over the place there, even in the Philippines. Thank you, Brother Mario Oka. I know that you're a regular tuner of INC Radio, so we do very much appreciate you both. So thank you for tuning in to INC Radio. And as we go on with our program there, I'm actually just going to move on to our Catching Up with Canada CFO in action. So these are activities that are related to what's going on in our respective districts. So I'll just kick it off what's going on in the District of Calgary. One second, I just have the list here. So this will be for tomorrow. So the District of Calgary will first have our District Multimedia Leadership Caucus. So that will be at 4 p.m. Then we will have at 5 p.m. our all-team meeting for District Multimedia, as well as our INC Music Video Awards that's 2026. So that we'll have a kickoff meeting for that. So I believe that will be happening in maybe all our districts, so all around the world. So it's a very exciting project that I've previously been a part of. So I'm very excited for that. And then we'll have our District CFO Leadership Caucus. So I do want to take the opportunity to just congratulate. We did have a district baptism last weekend, so there were more souls that are added into the fold, into the Church of Christ. So we just like to thank and congratulate all our new brethren as well as their sponsors. It was a very heartwarming activity that I had the opportunity to cover for District Multimedia. So yeah, just all the things that are happening here in the District of Calgary for this week and last week. What did you have, Sister LJ? Do you have anything for Manitoba?
Yes, just upcoming activities is our in the month of February, our scan department is celebrating their anniversary. So they take care of our security throughout our church activities, our worship services, and all that stuff. So yes, advance greetings to our scan members who are celebrating their anniversary this upcoming February. So we'll have a special gathering and as well as a sponsored evangelical mission on behalf of the SCAN officers there. And we also actually had um, our baptism as well, Sister Hazel here in the District of Manitoba. From our locale, we had three, which is Sister Aisha, which is actually my cousin, and as well as Brother Harrison Awani and Brother Hyojin Kwan, which is one of our Korean brethren who just got newly baptized as well. So he was trying. There might be news. Canned news for our baptism coming up soon. So if you ever see that, please say hi to our newly baptized brethren as well there. So that is for our catching up with Canada at the Hazel. So that's sorry, one more thing. We also have our inaugural worship service of group worship service of Kenora, Ontario happening. So we'll be overseeing them under our district, even though they're all the way in Ontario, Kenora there. So it's about 3 hours drive. So that's happening within the next couple weeks. So yeah. So much exciting things happening in our district. So
Wow, that's so exciting. I'm not sure where Kenora is, but I will definitely look at the map there. Is Thunder Bay also a part of your local or sorry district?
no, it's
No,
a
it's not.
little further out. That's a little too far now, but I believe is it Southern Ontario maybe? Or that might be their catchment. But I think there was works of maybe that'll be our catchment, but I think it's too far now. But yeah.
Okay.
But
Well, that's so
I know
exciting.
there's also works there that are, they want to get an establishment of a group worship service over there as well. So yeah, we're truly expanding, east to west. So that is an awesome and also such a blessing for Almighty God too at that.
Thank you. All right. So let's move on to our district of British Columbia. What do we have going on in our district
Hi,
over there?
Yes, Happy Hazel. We have one activities on February 22nd. It's a scan Grand Eyeball Ball. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. And where will that be?
We
have
don't have a tentative place po, but yeah, later on we will find out po.
Okay, yes. I know some of the officers there in the SCAN organization. So I had to actually come up with the acronym back in our meeting last weekend, and it means Society of Communicators and Networkers. So it's an organization of the church, which, if you ever watched that movie we recently had in one of our meetings, it was definitely a very heartwarming, touching story about how some of our SCAN officers, especially in the Philippines, if there's any kind of floods, they actually they go in and rescue people literally from flood infested areas. So it was a really touching movie, I have to say. As for the SCAN organization themselves, they're very active over there in the British Columbia region, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the footage that comes from that activity. So that wraps up at least all our catching up with Canada and CFO activities. So now we'll just show our year-end recap for Calgary. So if you can kindly play the video for our 2025 recap, Kuya Tech. Thank you.
2025 was filled with meaningful memories and victories for the district of Calgary. From participating in medical missions, joining in the works of propagation, and taking part in our district winter unity days, every activity helped strengthen the bonds of Christian brotherhood within the Church of Christ. Through special gatherings, holy baptisms, and our children's worship service, Tigisang ng Kalinaw, the district continued to support the Christian family organizations, helping fortify families and deepen camaraderie. We also held CFO Cares, initiatives for church members, as well as Care for Humanity activities at the downtown chapel, where free care packages and services were offered to our fellow men. A year-round favorite, our district unity games kicked off the summer. We can't forget the unforgettable Mr. and Mrs. Chef event in Waterton, Alberta, and our regional unity games in British Columbia, both showcasing the unity that thrives inside the Church of Christ. As we look back on the blessings of 2025, the District of Calgary remains united with the church administration, striving to always give glory to our Almighty God. Let's make 2026 another blessed and victorious year.
All right, so that was voiceover brought to you by yours truly. But yes, that was our 2025 recap for the District of Calgary. We wanted to showcase this video. We haven't hosted for a while, but so I do. I hope you did enjoy our broadcast for today. So as we wrap up our show, anyone can say their final greetings. I'll go first. I just want to say a big thank you for this district. To our district CFO advisor, Brother Johnny Adalia. He is also our district multimedia advisor as well. Our assistant district minister, Brother Eleazar Garcia. Our supervising district minister, Brother Voltaire Tamison. And I'll already say thanks to our executive producer, Brother Emmanuel Ndaya, our INC radio station manager, Brother Wally Tarai. And of course, I want to say special shout outs to my family. Your yeah, let's go on, do a roundtable. Sister Ina, thank you so much for joining in as our guest in our program. Do you have any special shout outs?
Thank you so much for having me on the program. This is such a blessed opportunity and so grateful to be part of the radio show today. I just really want to shout out some of my friends who are also watching this program, and thank you so much for the support that you guys brought to the show.
All right, thank you so much, Sister Ina, and we'd love to having you here. Hopefully we'll have you more in the future. Sister LJ.
Yes, I would also like to send my greetings to my home district, of course, here in the District of Manitoba, to our District Minister, Brother Roland W. Andrade, our Assistant District Minister, Brother LJ Ricardo, and as well as our CFO, Brother Kyle Solano, and our District Multimedia Advisor, Brother Felman Lopez, and of course, my Resident Minister, Brother Keith Pamatpat, and also one of my kuyas there in the Philippines, Ka Jerusalem Vital. Hello, and to Ate Alois Vital. They're currently in the district of Cagayan West, there in the Philippines. So I hope you're all doing well. Other than that, so much exciting stuff coming up for February with regards to Kadima meetup. So hope to see everyone in our meetups next month, or this coming month, I should say.
Yes, thank you so much, Sister LJ, for joining us here. And Sister Eliza, we'll go with you.
Thank you, Ate Hazel. I would like to greet po our district minister here po and District British of Columbia, Brother Glendo Baitan, our assistant district minister, Brother Romeo Maglaya, and our district CFO minister, Brother Renel Romero.
Okay, okay, thank you so much. Okay, and Kuya JC, here there in the background. Any special shout outs to your kids?
To my kids upstairs, behave. To everyone from our local congregation, let's just continue what we're doing. And of course, our resident minister, Brother Herminio Bunag. Hello po, Hermi.
Hi, Dad.
I would like to greet our resident minister din po pala, Brother Brian Charles Delarmino.
Yes, okay, so that's from British Columbia as well as Calgary. So as we wrap up our show, of course, we want to say a special acknowledgement to our CFO coordinator. Um, I believe that's Brother Rolf Ascara. And then, of course, our, Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. And we just like to say thank you for tuning in to INC Radio Canada. Jean-G Lévy avec les mots de Dieu. And thank you, and we'll see you again next week.
See you next week. Bye. Thank you, Kuya Ted.
We are presenting the Iglesianicristo Sign Language Guide, Android and iOS version. We gladly introduce the new interface of our INC Sign Language Guide, Android, and the much-awaited iOS version. The INC Sign Language apps is a project of the Christian Society for the Deaf under the Christian Family Organizations Office of the Iglesianicristo Church of Christ. It is a part of the Church's continuous intensive efforts to reach out to and care for the deaf, INC members and non-members alike. This free sign language app includes the following features: 8,000 plus vocabulary entries, all in video; customizable video playback speeds;